Hey everybody, Jessica Coulter here, CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. Today we're talking about your zip code and why you need to know it, and so does your child, as well as just pretty much everybody. So if you know your zip code, that is awesome. Let me know by tapping that like or heart button for me. And if you want to let me know what your zip code is, feel free to do that as well. So I am 66030. So guys, we're talking about zip code for 4 very important reasons. Now before we jump into those 4 reasons that are going to apply to both you and your child, as well as, like I said, everybody, do know I want you to hit that like button and also the follow button on Facebook and subscribe button on YouTube. I want you to always know when I'm going live, because I go live about 5 times a week and want to help you help your child as much as possible throughout the summer as well as the school year. So here we go. We're talking about zip code. Reason number 1 has to do with the ACT and pretty much any standardized test. So the first step is to fill out that bubble sheet. On the bubble sheet is going to have your child's address, and that means zip code. So unfortunately, if your child doesn't know his zip code or her zip code, it's not possible to fill out that bubble sheet. So that is reason number 1, is because we got to fill out that bubble sheet correctly in order to have the score actually sent through and actually legitimized, all that good stuff. So that is a very, very important reason to know your zip code. The other reason that's going to be really, really important has to do with job applications. So yes, we're in this day and age of computers, and for those of us adults that are working, on careers and more grown-up jobs, we do our online applications. A lot of fast food jobs or retail jobs that your child's going to do or teenagers are going to do are still going to be paper. So make sure zip code is down, figured out, so that way when your child applies for a job, that whole first job thing is a little less awkward because there's not an obvious blank spot on the application. So 2 more reasons coming up. Before I tell you what those are, do want to encourage you to join my Facebook group. I have a group called Students Aiming for A's and a group called Parents of Successful ACT Takers. So since the next ACT is coming up, as of the time of this recording, it's June 12th, do know I want you in the group so I can help you get a better score on the next ACT. So see the link in the description, click it, answer a couple questions, and I'd love to help your child get the score he wants or she wants on the ACT. Now, 2 more reasons why the zip codes are so important. We talked about the ACT, we've talked about applications, but we also need to talk about credit cards. I cannot tell you how many times I've gone to the gas station and wanted to pay outside at the pump with my credit card, but yet it asks for my zip code. So it's a security measure to make sure the right person's using the right card. So you've got to know your zip code, because otherwise you have to go inside, pay with cash, or maybe you don't have to use your zip code inside. I don't honestly ever do that. I just know you have to have it at the pump. Now the last reason, probably the most important other than the ACT, to have your zip code figured out has to do with your GPS. So if you're as bad at directions as I am, then it's very, very possible to type an address into your phone, into Google Maps, and you type in everything correctly, the street name, include the direction, the city, all that good stuff, and then you don't realize that there's 2 streets with the exact same name. Or you put in west instead of east, or again, you don't realize there's 2 places, and so you end up with directions that are taking you to the completely wrong direction, or you have your GPS tell you it's 10 hours away and it's supposed to be 15 minutes away. So know your zip codes so you end up in the right place. Okay, it's no fun to go to one street and then you end up on a totally different street that has the same name, just not the right name, not the right place for you. So thank you for being here, guys. If you're joining us now, remember to become a follower and a subscriber so you know the next time I go live, and also know, if you haven't figured out yet why it is so important to learn your zip code, highly encourage you to rewatch the video, because like I said, standardized test, GPS, those credit cards, as well as job applications. Very, very important reasons. This is kind of a follow-up to yesterday's video, so if you didn't watch yesterday's video about sending a letter this summer, I encourage you to do so, because like I said, these videos go together. And hope to see you in my Facebook group very soon so I can help your child or even you get a better score on the next ACT. So thanks so much. See you soon in the group.